Hello Kaiju fans, welcome back to the Kaiju World Order. My name is MM, and I hope everybody here had a Merry Christmas, or a Happy Holiday, or a Super Kwanzaa, or an amazing Hanukkah, or whatever holiday you decided to celebrate this month, or not, I don't know, I don't care. But, yeah, back at it, back to normal. 2026 is around the corner, and in that, week we've just had, there's been some pretty cool developments here and there, but the big thing that was really announced was Monster Arts Kaiser Ghidorah. And this is a release I saw coming since they've been doing Godzilla Final Wars and Gigan and Monster X. I thought it was just a matter of time until they got to Kaiser Ghidorah, and Legion, which was just released earlier this year, really showed that this company is willing to do these really big, huge kaiju like this. We're talking the ones that put Biollante to shame when it comes to sheer size. And Kaiser Ghidorah is easily one of the biggest Godzilla opponents there is, size-wise. Now, he is 10 meters shorter than, say, like Heisei King Ghidorah. But given that this is also quadruped Ghidorah and he is also much wider, this figure is gonna be abso-goddamn-lutely gigantic. And if you're hoping it's gonna be a reasonably priced thing, that's not gonna happen. It's not. Even before recording this, I had to do some back and forth with the pricing of what the Legion was. And while I did not get it because, one, I'm not spending that much on a figure like this, and two, I'm just not that big of a Legion fan to spend more than what I'm really comfortable with. But the Legion figure was over $550 MSRP in the United States. That's after all the tariff bullshit and the importing charges and the shipping charges. MSRP, buy it from a US retailer, $550. Kaiser Ghidorah is going to be right up there with it, if not more. And, I want a Monster Arts Kaiser Ghidorah. I don't care for the monster that much, but I always wanted to have a highly articulated roster of Final Wars. Final Wars is one of my biggest guilty pleasure movies of all time. And I'm hoping we actually see a Haya Kaiser Ghidorah get teased before this actually gets released. It would be kind of nice to have a Kaiser Ghidorah of this scale, of this type of articulation, and not have to spend almost an entire paycheck for it. And another thing that has me really on edge with this figure is the same thing that I have worries for with any Monster Arts, and that is these things are fragile as hell, and they tend to fall apart. I'm going to use my Biollante for example. I can barely move the tentacles without them falling off. There's jaws on certain Godzilla figures I have that if I go to move them, they fall off. Haya doesn't have this issue, Super 7 doesn't have this issue. This is strictly a Monster Arts issue. It's not an issue on all of them. That's the important thing. But it is on enough of them to make me worry about what this figure is going to look like and how the articulation is going to actually be pulled off. If you look at the Legion, it has an absolute shit ton of stands that come with it, as did the previously released Iris. And Kaiser Ghidorah's wings, as they spread out to the side, I am pretty sure are going to require stands. I wouldn't be surprised if the tails also require stands. But yeah, $550 is what we're probably going to be looking at for Kaiser Ghidorah. Hoping I'm wrong. I would love to see it for like 200, and then I would definitely be picking it up. But just given the price tag of previously large figures like this, yeah, it's gonna be a hurt. It's gonna suck. And just throwing this out here real quick, Tamashi's pricing on figures just kind of blows my mind. I don't collect like figure arts besides like Ultraman, but I do have some friends that do collect like the Dragon Ball ones. And this is a new set that's coming out, 2 new figures, tons of accessories, and it's like $150. Now you compare that to, say, the -1 Godzilla Beam version. $150 for the one figure and a beam. Kaiser Ghidorah is going to be over $500. Probably. And I will not be surprised if it has absolutely no accessories whatsoever. And they'll be saving all the accessories for the unavoidable repaint. Personally, I'm hoping we get a repaint eventually with a blown off head and maybe a short gravity beam effect, so you can have Godzilla blasting Kaiser Ghidorah's head off with his own beam. That would be a great accessory that would actually kind of make the price tag a bit more palatable, but it's not going to happen. Yeah. But yeah, that's all I got here for you today, Kaiju fans. Until next time, peace out, and Minya.
Godzilla says you should like and subscribe.